Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. So, there's a lot of buzz swirling around the NFL right now. Some pretty explosive speculation that could have major implications for the Giants' roster and their chances of making a deep playoff push this season. And it all centers around a potential blockbuster trade involving Chris Olave, the explosive wide receiver currently with the Cincinnati Bengals. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Chris Olave, the Bengals, why would they trade a young, talented receiver? Well, sit tight because the rumors are pointing towards a very interesting scenario that could reshape the NFC East landscape. Sources close to the league, citing ESPN's Diana Rossini, are whispering that the Bengals, who are currently sitting at a disappointing 4-8 record and are squeezed tight against the cap with roughly $15 million in space, might be open to moving Olave, possibly in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The Bengals are in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially considering their struggles on defense, which is leaking points at an alarming rate, over 31 points per game, no less. It's no secret that Cincinnati is prioritizing bolstering their defensive line and overall roster depth, and dealing Olave could free up some cap space, around $10 million, to invest elsewhere, perhaps in the defensive front, which is desperately needed. Now, from the Giants' perspective, this is a move that could make a ton of sense. As many of you know, the Giants are currently 2-11, and their passing game has been underwhelming, averaging just 18.9 points per game. They've been missing that explosive element on offense, especially after Neighbors went down with the IR. Olave, with his speed and ability to create mismatches downfield, could be exactly what the doctor ordered. He's fresh off a solid 2025 season, 12 games played, 68 receptions on 102 targets for 912 yards and 6 touchdowns, with a Pro Bowl nod to his name. His career stats over 4 years include 54 games, 265 catches for 854 yards, averaging 5 yards per reception, along with 22 touchdowns. That kind of production instantly upgrades the Giants' offense, giving Daniel Jones a real deep threat to stretch defenses and open up more options underneath. What makes Olave even more appealing for the Giants is his fit in the current offensive scheme. He's a burner, a true vertical threat, and he's shown the ability to produce big yards after the catch. His YAC numbers are solid, and he averages about +2 yards per route when facing the Giants' defense. That's a mismatch waiting to happen. Plus, his presence could help elevate the third down efficiency, which currently hovers around 37.4%, pushing it closer to 45%. That's a significant boost, especially for a team that desperately needs to extend drives and keep their defense off the field. And let's talk about the bigger picture here. The Bengals, with odds of +5,000 to win the Super Bowl, are clearly not in a championship window right now, especially with Joe Burrow missing 2 games due to injuries. They're ceding ground to other AFC contenders and dealing Olave, who has a $13.4 million cap hit in 2025, could be a strategic move to rebuild and retool. The trade could also help Cincinnati because it opens up cap space, something they desperately need to address other holes, particularly on defense. This move could be reminiscent of the Bills' approach last year, boosting their aerial attack with a big-name receiver and making a run at the playoffs. For the Giants, this isn't just about adding a player, it's about sending a message that they're serious about competing now. Olave's addition could be a game-changer, especially considering his projected impact. An estimated +10 yards in offense, along with an expected +18% increase in EPA per target. That kind of production would be huge for the Giants' offense, which currently struggles to sustain drives and generate explosive plays. Having Olave on the field would also help mentor the younger receivers like Robinson and Slayton, giving them a proven veteran presence that can elevate the entire passing game. And speaking of the division, a move like this could shake things up big time. The Giants, with Olave, could climb closer to the top of NFC East, especially if they manage to build a more explosive and consistent offense. This would also put additional pressure on the Eagles and Cowboys, who are already formidable but could face a more dynamic Giants team that's willing to take risks and go all in. In fact, the Super Bowl odds for the Giants could see a notable shift. Currently at plus 100, those odds could drop significantly if Olave becomes a part of the squad, especially with the potential to make a playoff run and challenge the NFC's best. Now, let's not forget the potential ripple effects in the NFL landscape. The Giants acquiring Olave would be a statement move, signaling that they're positioning themselves for a deep postseason push. It would energize the fan base, ignite the locker room, and send a message to their division rivals that the Giants are not just content to be underdogs. They're aiming for the top. It's also a strategic move that aligns with the team's broader goal of building a more explosive, versatile offense that can match up with the best. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and rumors like these always come with questions. Will Cincinnati really move Olave? Will the Giants have the cap room and draft capital to make it happen? But if there's even a chance, you better believe the Giants should be all in. Getting a player with Olave's upside, speed, route running, big play ability could be the difference maker in what looks to be a pivotal season for New York. They've shown resilience, fighting through injuries and inconsistent play, but adding a weapon like Olave could finally give that offense the spark it's been missing. So for all of you Giants fans out there, this is the kind of move that could define a franchise's direction. Imagine Daniel Jones connecting with Olave down the sideline, flipping the field, and energizing the entire team. That's the kind of explosive play that gets fans and players alike fired up, especially when it comes in a crucial moment. The potential is there, and it's just a matter of whether the Giants' front office will pull the trigger on what could be a game-changing deal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think the Giants should go all in for Olave? Would a trade like this help them finally turn the corner and challenge the NFC East's top teams? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants as a whole. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for the latest news on your favorite team. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come.